Hey everyone! At the Mopars in the Park car show, they offered a chassis dyno for any Mopar vehicle, $30. If it was a different make of vehicle, then it was $100. So I decided to go ahead and put my Charger up on the chassis dyno. And I think when you're talking about dynos, it's useful to compare with other vehicles that are similar that were dynoed in the same conditions on the same dyno to kind of compare numbers. So the day before I dynoed my car, I dynoed on Sunday. On Saturday, there was a stock Scat Pack Challenger, and I'll show a short video of that. And he made 405 horsepower. And then on Sunday, the day that I dynoed my car, there was a couple of 5.7s that dynoed right before I did. A 2010 Challenger, which I'll show that. He was a 5.7, he had an intake and an exhaust. And one thing to note is that's the 5-speed transmission versus the 8-speed in my car. And he made 308 horsepower. And then after he dynoed, right before my car dynoed, I think it was about a 2006 300 with a 5.7 dynoed, and he had long tube headers, straight exhaust, no mufflers, no cats, no anything. It was very, very loud, and the camera does not do it justice on how loud it was. You'll hear the crowd cheer after the first run. It was super loud. But anyways, so yeah, he had a cam, he had heads, he had a 6.1 intake and fuel rail. He said he had a tune, but he said he was going to have it dyno tuned. Anyways, he did 321 horsepower, and again a 5-speed automatic. Now that being said, I don't think he had the correct tune in there. I think with the correct tune, he would definitely pick up quite a bit of horsepower. So then my car dynoed, and I'm not going to tell you right now how much it made, but you'll hear the first run, you'll hear how much it made when you see the video of it. You could see my reaction. I was pretty happy when I got the numbers, and the second pull it made slightly more power. And then after my car, there was another Charger that dynoed, which I have a video of, and I'll tell you, he made more power than my car. And he had the full Stage 1 Scat Pack kit, so it's pretty cool because it's a chance to compare that versus stock. It looks like it's a Daytona. I believe it was a Scat Pack, or excuse me, not a Scat Pack, I'm sorry, a Super Track Pack car. But yeah, he told me he had the full Scat Pack Stage 1 kit on there. Another interesting thing to note, or a couple other interesting things, is there was a 426 Hemi that dynoed a little bit before my car. I believe it was a 66 Fury, and I don't think he had his tune just right, but he made 311 horse. And then the day before, there was a 340 vintage 71 Cuda 4-speed, and I don't think he had his tune just right, and he did 258 horsepower at the wheels. Also, there was a 6.1 300 that dynoed the same day I dynoed my car, before I dynoed mine, and he made 350 horsepower. Anyways, enjoy the footage, and I'll be back afterwards with a couple of closing words.
321. What'd you do on the first one?
333.
Yeah! It's a 5.7. Is that the green speed?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's a lot more efficient.
I was hoping for 320 at first, then I lowered my expectation to 308. So I'm.
Dyno stingy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So the kids, they're very friendly staff over in Seattle. As you all know, complete easy build with the Dukes and batteries.
343. Nice.
Say hi to her, get an autograph, get your picture.
So you could see I was pretty happy with that. The first run, it was 333 horsepower, and then on the second run, 335. So I got the graph here, and it was SAE corrected. numbers on that. So I was very happy with that. And then on the Charger that dynoed after me, his best pull was 345 horse. And again, that's the stage 1 kit with the stage 1 computer. So approximately, you know, comparing that to my car, you could say that the computer, the stage 1 scat pack computer, is worth about 10 horsepower. So it was very interesting to just see and compare with some of those other cars. But in the morning, I asked my friends what they thought it would make, and what my prediction was 320 horse. And after I saw some of the other 5.7s go, I was thinking maybe even less than that. So that's why I was really happy with those numbers. And depending on which factor you use for drivetrain loss, which I can't find a real good percentage. If you said 15% loss, it's about 398 crank horsepower, and if you use 18%, it's about 408 crank horsepower. Any way you slice it, I'm very happy with that. That's basically, these 5.7s are 400 horse stock. That, in my book, is pretty impressive. So anyways, everybody have a good one, and thank you for watching.